Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Community Yoga, offered through Morning Light Yoga Studio. I'm Dr. Sara Morrow. I'm a child psychologist specializing in family therapy, and I teach therapeutic yoga. And this is our monthly or every Saturday offering through Morning Light that I teach once a month here. And each month at Morning Light, we have a focus for each teacher on a pose of the month or practice of the month we'll all focus on. So you get lots of different versions of how to work on different poses. And here in February, we are working on building a home practice. And it's the first time we've focused on that for our students. And I'm really excited about that today because, boy, when you can get your practice going, your yoga that you connect with and can build into your day-to-day lifestyle at home, it's just a really wonderful shift in life to build that into your daily routine. So, of course, as a psychologist, whenever I teach, I like to bring in the, a mental health educational point for the day. And I wanted to share with you about energy medicine today, which notice if you feel any resistance at the idea of energy medicine, energy therapies. It can sound a little quirky or kind of new agey, and just notice if there's resistance there. But for me, I approach healing from a very hard science point of view. I want to see the data, and I want to see, replicable research done, and know, like, what is cause and effect? How do we change the brain, the nervous system, the biochemistry of the body? How do we heal physically, emotionally, spiritually? And so whenever I'm teaching, there's a lot of science to back up what I'm bringing into these classes. What inspired that topic for me today was I listened to an awesome podcast on Sounds True. The host there is Tammy Simon, and she interviewed an author named Amy Scher, S-C-H-E-R. And Amy is somebody who experienced disabling medical chronic illness through Lyme disease. And she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and years pursuing all kinds of physical treatments, including a experimental stem cell treatment in India. And while that did help her body heal physically, it wasn't sustainable until she decided to heal the energy in her body and her mind and her heart. And so she now is an author, and she's written 3 books, How to Heal Yourself When No One Else Can. And I just looked her up, and the library had her book on anxiety by that same title. And I'm working on reading this now. And she has next week a book coming out on healing depression. And it's really interesting perspective on how to address anxiety and depression. Really a new perspective I'm not familiar with, and I've really enjoyed it. So energy medicine sounds maybe a little strange until we start thinking about what is this? What is energy medicine? Well, we have all kinds of forms of energy medicine. All of Chinese medicine is about shifting energy in the body, acupuncture, acupressure, therapeutic massage, sound healing, light healing, EFT tapping, emotion freedom technique tapping. Aromatherapy, working with essential oils, breath work is energy work. There's just so much we do, including mindful movement that is shifting energy in the body. So practices like Qi Gong and yoga, depending how you approach your yoga practice. And so the goal in energy medicine and therapies is to release emotional blockages or build up emotional tension in the body. In psychology, of course, we have come to know that the body keeps the score. That's kind of this little catchphrase from Bessel Kolk about trauma, that when we go through trauma, it's in the body. There's physiological change that occurs with trauma, and we have to heal the body to overcome trauma. We can't just work neck up and move through that. We have to release and rewire trauma out of the body. In yoga philosophy, way back, thousands of years ago, they talked about samskaras, which is the imprint left in the body from emotional stress and trauma. And so the goal is to figure out what's out of balance. Where am I holding? What is the energy in my body that's not working well and might be creating a barrier to my body's ability to self-heal? So that's what we want to work on today, is to go inward, become, really self-aware, and try to release tension. And of course, in therapeutic yoga, there's focus on the neck and shoulder region, opening up that heart center of the body, and the hips especially, and also the spine, working in our twisting poses. So we're going to be doing a lot of that work today. When we have emotional trauma or emotions held in the body, these energy blockages, something in the body is going to cry out to us. Amy Scher calls this your loudest link. So rather than like the weakest link, more the loudest link, the part of your body that is maybe more vulnerable or just able to cry out to you and alert you, something's not okay for me. There's healing I can't do. Things are out of balance. Please fix the environment. Please nourish my body so that I can truly heal and feel well. And so we need to go inward to figure that out. Maybe it's anxiety or depressed moods that are screaming at us to take better care of ourselves. Maybe it's a recurrent health problem that you have or a chronic pain issue. Might it be communicating something to you that needs to be addressed? So I really like Amy's perspective because she's super funny and lighthearted, and she says you really need to make yourself 3 promises in healing. She says, first you have to tell yourself the truth. What is my body really telling me? Where might I be subconsciously contributing to being stuck and unable to heal from this thing I have that I'm struggling with, whether that be mental or physical? And then she says, you need to lighten the F up on yourself. It's her direct quote. And so lightening up on yourself is really about self-compassion. Realizing that I need to be kind in my thinking towards myself. I need to love and accept myself fully, even in those moments that are more difficult. And if we can do that, we're shifting the biochemistry towards a healing state. And then the third promise she says you have to make yourself is to take action. Do something, which she calls a micro movement. Choose the smallest thing that you can muster, whether that is, 2 minutes in child's pose, or a couple minutes lying on your back with your legs up the wall before you go to bed at night. Breathing while you wash the dishes, or finding stillness as you brush your teeth, just to bring awareness, bring this intentional mindfulness into these little moments throughout the day. Whether it's noticing a self-critical thought and saying, hey, that's not kind. I have a choice how I talk to myself. And she says, choose like the next least crappy thing you can think about yourself. And that's a step forward. And she says you take 1 micro step and you feel a little bit of relief, a little bit healthier. And then you realize maybe this is possible. Maybe I can feel well if I take little tiny micro steps towards better self-care, better lifestyle choices, and knowing that I have the right to heal and I can heal. So it's really a wonderful perspective. And, the science behind this is that we know the body has capacity to self-heal, but we have to nourish the body for it to be able to do its job. We see this in all kinds of health conditions. And so, in therapeutic yoga, we're shifting a lot towards healing. We even know we're changing gene expression, right? So this field of epigenetics, that we can measure cause and effect in gene expression and see meditation and mindful movement change how our genes are functioning, and they shift towards self-healing when we do these practices. So we really have to believe in the capacity of our body's innate intelligence to self-heal, and then listen to the body and give it what it needs. So the body needs nutrients. We need to eat mostly plants, minimizing pesticides, minimizing processed foods that hurt us and cause inflammation. We need sleep. We need movement. We need a regulated breath rhythm. We need to smile and laugh and see people and connect and be grateful, be loving and kind wherever we can. And that creates an energy in which the body wants to heal itself. So that's what we're doing here. We're working on the digestive system, the immune system, our endocrine system, our biochemistry, our gene expression, nervous system function, of course, is my whole focus in everything I do. So I'm going to invite you to do this practice today. I want Shavasana to be really blissful and therapeutic today, so I would recommend that you have a bed pillow or a rolled blanket wide enough to go underneath your knees in Shavasana, and then an eye pillow of some kind. So you can just take a clean washcloth or hand towel and fold it up small to place over your eyes in Shavasana, and you might like a pillow underneath your neck as well. And of course, in our initial meditation for sitting practice, it's nice to have a bit of a cushion to elevate the hips. Practice today is going to be a little bit different, a little bit less intellectual and cerebral teaching for me, and more of a close your eyes and feel it. So rather than thinking about healing yoga, we're going to really feel the practice today. And I hope from now, by 10 o'clock, you feel the energy shift in the whole mind-body energy system. We are energetic beings, and this is how we tap in. Okay, I'm going to relocate, and we're going to start our practice here. So coming onto your seated cushion, sitting with intention, knowing how you're placing your legs, choosing which foot to have in front. Of course, you always have the option to kneel or even lie down or be in child's pose if you feel more comfortable that way. Take the moment here to draw the flesh of the thighs outward. Feel strong connection through the sitting bones. Level the pelvis. And from there, begin to rise up, lengthening through the spine, reaching through the crown of the head, lifting the heart. And for a moment here, when I come into meditation postures, I like to move a little bit and ease tension. So with hands to knees, inhale, lift your heart, slide your hands in, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And exhale, press your hands away, drop your chin to the chest. Head is heavy. Pause and notice your inward state. And then inhale, once more, lengthen the spine, slide the hands in, allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears. And now closing eyes, come to your first intentional deep breath. Breathing from nose to belly. Breathing out through the mouth to release. And again, deep breath in, belly rises. And releasing on exhale. And as you continue to breathe through the nose, begin to slow the breath down. Aware of that pause at the top of each inhale and the pause after each exhale. And scan through the body, just noticing with this kind curiosity, how does the body feel? Without judgment or expectation. Soften any areas of tension, allow the shoulders to fall. Soften the jaw. Draw loving energy into the eyes, and especially at the outer corners of the eyes. A sense of beautiful energy in the eyes. And noticing thoughts, just invite the mind to be quiet in thinking, and instead anchored in awareness of the present moment. Notice the energy in the heart and imagine the breath expanding space into the heart region, softening emotional tension with each breath out. Notice any energy of emotion in the body. And tell your body it is okay to release these held emotions. Let go. Giving yourself permission to release any energy that's stored in the body, any tension in the mind. Let go of beliefs that no longer serve you well. Free yourself of these roadblocks to deep healing. I believe I can heal. I deserve to heal. I am free. Breathe in this deep knowing. On your next inhale, turn palms up. Exhale, roll your shoulders back, release hands to your sides. And now slow breath in, arms rise, smile, gather healing energy as fingertips touch. And exhale, prayer hands trace down the midline, thumbs rest to the forehead, knowing you are capable of insight. Inhale. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart, dropping your chin, honoring your deepest, truest self. I can heal. And as you lift the head, set your intention. Where might your body be holding emotional tension, energetic blockage that prevents you from living in optimal health? Get honest with yourself and visualize a path to healing through self-awareness, through self-care, and each day choosing those micro movements towards living your best life. Deep breath in. Release on exhale. And now next inhale, prayer hands rise. Smile as fingers open, eyes open, arms open. Taking in the outer world, allow arms to float back down on exhale. Turning palms to the earth. Right hand will ground down, roll the left shoulder open, palm up. Inhale, reach for the left arm, lengthen up through the side body. Before exhale, gentle side fold, bending the right elbow. Inhale, rise through the left arm. Exhale, palm out, release that arm. Leaning to the left hand, roll the right shoulder open, hand open. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, fold, bending the left elbow, deep side stretch. And inhale, rise. Exhale, release. And then from here, bringing your legs out in front of you. Little loving massage to those kneecaps. They've been sitting here for a minute. So I always like to massage up and down my legs after a sitting meditation, encouraging that blood flow. And then from here, inhale, lift your heart, set your feet actively. Exhale, begin to fold forward, just rounding the back. And then when you find your point of stretch, soften. You can bend the knees here, tuck the chin down, round the shoulders, palms turned up. Follow the breath in this resting forward fold, feeling the belly move, the back torso move with each breath. Soften the jaw, relax the eyes. And then fingertips drawn towards you. Inhale, roll the spine up. And then from here, point the toes low, stretching actively through the front of the ankles and shins. Press the heels away, draw the toes in towards you, spread your toes wide, lift up high through the heart to access that back of the leg stretch. And then roll the ankles a few times each direction, just releasing any tension from the ankle joints. And now if you are on a blanket, I'll encourage you to scooch forward and just put that pillow behind you. Set your left foot actively as you bring the right knee in. So hug the right knee in towards the belly. Inhale, left arm extends in a T. Exhale, twisting to the right. Hand or elbow will wrap that right knee. Right hand presses down behind your right hip to support a tall spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Pull that knee in towards the chest and breathe low to feel the belly compress into that right thigh. Maintaining height throughout the spine as we twist. Breathing low, feeling the diaphragm press the belly into the leg. And inhale, hand to knee, lengthen. Exhale, unwind, coming forward and drop the right knee out. Right sole of the foot is high on the left thigh. Inhale, lift your heart, turn towards that left leg. Exhale, begin to come into a forward fold. Now here, bend the knee as much as necessary to bring your hands to the feet, to that left foot, and you can take your hands and really stretch the toes back towards the shin. Broaden between the toes of the left foot, and then some deep massage into the arch. So as you hold this forward fold, pressing and releasing into the arch. So the feet are full of energy centers. Reflexology is an entire field of science. And of course, in acupuncture, the feet are always part of the healing program. So releasing tension here in the feet. Releasing hands to the mat. Inhale, lengthen part way. Pull the belly in. Exhale, fold. Round the back. Palms turn open. Chin to chest as you close the eyes and come into a resting forward fold here. These resting folds help us bring awareness inward. How am I feeling in my body right now? Where am I at emotionally in this moment? Fingertips drawn towards you. Inhale, roll the spine up. Head comes up last. And then extend the right leg. Draw the left knee in. Again, hug the knee in towards you. Active through that right foot. Inhale, right arm extends. And exhale, twist. Hand or elbow wrapping the left knee. Left hand presses down behind your hip for a support to the spine. Inhale, lengthen, pull the belly in. Exhale, begin to twist as you pull into that left knee. Again, press through the right sole of the foot. Turn the head only gently. And now breathing low into the lungs. Feel that belly compress into the left thigh. Slowing down the breath here. And inhale, hand to knee, lengthen. Exhale, unwind, coming forward. Drop the left knee out, sole of the foot to inner right thigh. Inhale, lift the heart, turn towards that right leg and begin to come into your forward fold. Again, bending the knee as much as you need to access that right foot. Start by stretching the toes back toward the shin, spreading the toes outward, creating space between the bones of the feet, and then coming into the arch of that right foot. Just squeezing and providing some deep pressure, noticing any areas that are sore or tense, and holding pressure to allow them to release. And then releasing that foot, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift part way, pull the belly in. Exhale, fold, letting go of all effort here. Palms up, chin tucked. Going to inner awareness in this forward fold. Noticing thoughts, sensations, the flow of the breath. Relaxing all through the face. Hands drawn towards you, slow inhale as you roll the spine up. And then from here, right foot will come in to meet the left into bound angle pose. Taking a moment here to look for symmetry between the arches of your feet. Energetically press the feet in as the knees reach out. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your chin. And exhale, begin to fold from the hip crease, coming into a forward fold. Press the feet into each other. Find your edge and then soften. Let go. Palms turn up, chin tucks down, eyes closed. Deepen the breath. Big exhale. Letting go of effort, allowing tension to flow out of the body. And then fingertips come in, deep inhale, roll the spine up. Hands come to the inner knees, stepping out one leg at a time into our wide angle position. However wide is just fine. We want to make sure the feet don't collapse inward here, so we're externally rotating from the hip bone. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, begin to come into a forward fold. However far, keeping those feet externally rotating. Softening the jaw, the face as you feel this deep stretch. Inhale. And exhale, walk your hands to the right leg, coming into a side stretch. Try to not collapse that left leg. Keep the foot lifted. Coming into this right leg, we feel deep stretch into that left side waist and side ribs. And here, anchoring your right hand to the lower leg. Inhale and sweep the left arm out and up and around. Spiral the heart open, gaze under the left arm. Externally rotate that left upper arm. Pinky faces the floor. Deep breath into left side ribs. And inhale, rise up. And exhale, forward fold. Pausing for a breath here. Next, inhale, come up part way, and exhale, coming into left leg. Keep that right leg lifting, that foot engaged. And now holding on with that left hand to the ankle, bracing the outer leg, sweep the arm to the right, up and over. Externally rotate the right arm, press into that left elbow as you spiral the heart open. Deep breath here. And inhale, rise up. And exhale, forward fold through the center one more time. Feel how the body is already softened. So we've come into this center fold 3 times. Now noticing that the body can find safety in this pose. And then walk the hands in towards you, roll the spine up, grabbing to those inner knees, cross the lower legs, come forward for child's pose. So in child's pose, feet together, knees apart somewhat, but only so far as when you fold forward here, sliding yourself out. The outer ribs will be caught by the inner legs. So resting the torso onto the inner legs, reach the hands forward actively. You might want to sway a little bit here, rock on the forehead, sway the hips, just release any tension that you can. Then turn the palms up, letting go. Find stillness. In child's pose, we become very self-aware, noticing the breath, the thoughts, the emotions. Child's pose, one of our most beneficial postures for self-soothing, for calming down the nervous system stress response. Deep breaths here. And then planting hands down to the mat. Inhale, rise to tabletop. Walk the knees in and feet out so that you have alignment between ankle, knee, and hip. And now walk the hands forward just about 6 inches as you reach the hips back into puppy dog stretch. So a little back bend here as we reach hands forward, hips back, nice long spine. Keep a little energetic lift into the armpits to protect the shoulder joint. And then inhale, come up part way. You're going to pick up your left hand and weave it underneath your right arm. Coming onto the left shoulder, you're going to come just above the left ear. Bend the right elbow and push into those right fingertips. So we're doing a twist here in puppy dog. And then planting the right hand, inhale, come back to table. And exhale, right arm weaves under the left. Coming to rest just above the right ear, onto left fingertips, pressing into the left hand, the back of the right arm. Deep twist. And inhale, press to the left hand, coming back up. Exhale all the way back to child's pose. Resetting here, finding a moment of stillness. Turning palms back to the mat. Inhale, rise to table. Lift your tailbone, lift your heart, gentle spine extension. Exhale, drop your tailbone, pull the belly in, release the crown of the head to the earth. Inhale, tailbone lifts, spine extends, notch by notch, lifting the heart, the chin. Exhale, flexion, pull the belly in, release the head. And again, inhale, extend the spine, going a little bigger and deeper as we've warmed up. And exhale, flexion, pull the belly in. From here, inhale to table. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. Visual focus just beyond the fingertips. Inhale, lift the right leg. So we're coming into stillness and balance here. Breathing, eyes focused, mind steady. Deep breath in. And exhale, bring that right knee all the way up to touch the right thumb. Kick the right foot toward the midline a little bit as you walk that left leg back. You might check back and make sure that left leg is not on an outward angle, but directing straight back from the hip joint. Bringing that right hip to the mat. You might want to prop with a blanket or pillow under that right hip. And here in Pigeon Pose, inhale and lift. Pull the right hip back, press the left hip forward. Really lifting from the heart. Deep breath in and exhale, coming into our pigeon forward fold, beginning on forearms. Perhaps stacking the fists to support the forehead. Next option, to stack the hands and bring the forehead down lower. And then our last position would be to release palms forward, bring forehead all the way to the mat. Breathe into the right hip with a sense of creating space on inhale, releasing tension on exhale. Soften the jaw, relax the eyes. The mind is fully aware of the sensation into the right hip and the movement of the breath. And then drawing hands in under the shoulders. Begin to roll yourself up. Head's going to come up very last. We're pressing through the hands, lifting the torso. Slow inhale, rolling the head up. Turning the left toes under, walk the left knee in, bring the right knee back to meet the left, and slowly sink the hips all the way to child's pose. Releasing here, going inward. Deepening the breath. Releasing on exhale. And then palms to the mat. Inhale, rise up to tabletop. Extend the left leg back behind you. Visual focus. On inhale, lift the left leg. Working to have the sacrum parallel, so we're trying not to open that outer left hip, but keep it drop down. Visual focus as we find stillness. Deep breath in. And exhale, left knee is going to come all the way forward to meet the left thumb. Turn the left foot in and walk the right knee back. Finding that left hip either to the mat or onto a support. Inhale, lift the heart, beginning here in our back bend. And exhale, coming down to forearms. And either stacking fists or hands, or releasing palms forward, forehead all the way to the mat. So the yogis have long believed that we store emotional trauma into the hips. And so in Pigeon Pose, we have this very strong intention to hold long enough to allow the body to feel safe so that layers of tension can melt away. Letting go here. Breathing into that left hip joint, softening the jaw, the face. Holding inner awareness. Walking hands under the shoulders, head is heavy. Inhale, press through the hands, roll the torso up, head comes up last. And curling those right toes under, walk the knee in, left knee meets the right. Deep breath in here, and exhale to child's pose, resetting here. And a quote from Amy Scher's book. To heal permanently and completely, you must become who you really are. And you can't be who you really are if you aren't expressing how you really feel. In yoga, we practice self-awareness, helping us come to clarity about who we really are, what's not working, and how to heal ourselves. And then from here, reaching those hands forward actively, palms to the mat, setting up for down dog. Inhale, rise to table. Curl your toes under and exhale with bent knees. Begin to reach the hips up and back as you slowly bring the spine into this long angle. And then reach up through the hips as you straighten the knees, coming onto tiptoes. Exhale, slowly allow heels to descend down to the mat. Make sure the neck is comfortable, gazing back towards the feet. Broadening through the upper arms and shoulders. And now bending your left knee, or bending your right knee, press your left heel to the mat. Taking a full long breath here and walking our dog side to side. Deep breath. And then bending the left knee, straighten the right, press the right heel down to the mat. Pausing here for a deep breath into right leg. And then bending both knees, re-lengthen the hips up and back, lift through the heels, and then exhale, both heels descend. Inhale, look forward. On exhale, step or hop feet to the hands. Inhale, extend the spine, and exhale, forward fold. In Uttanasana, you can always keep the knees bent. You can do a little sway here, holding onto the elbows to release the low back. And then find stillness in your forward bend. Blood flow to the brain, energy shifting. Inhale, lift part way, pull the belly in. Exhale, fold. Check that your feet are parallel, just a few inches between the big toes. Release the arms. And on a slow inhale, begin to draw energy through the hands as you rise up, uncoiling the spine. Hands are going to rise all the way to Urdhva Hastasana. Smile here. Exhale, begin to release. Palms open, arms float down. Take a moment here in this standing position, checking that your feet are parallel, hips width apart, palms forward, heart open. Noticing all the energy in the body. See if you can balance the weight evenly between both feet. A sense of energy drawing up from the earth through the soles of the feet. Energy through the crown of the head connecting to the sky. Gentle smile to the face. Breathing nose to belly. So I was once told by a teacher that all we do in yoga is so that we can come to Tadasana and hold in complete stillness and balance. Just this. Being patient in full awareness of the present moment. Energy in the fingertips and hands. Sensation in the heart and the lungs. Feet grounding down, crown reaching up. Savoring the breath. And then from here, holding this awareness, take the feet a little bit wide. And we're going to inhale, draw through the outer wrists. Inhale, draw energy up, reach. Exhale, bend the knees, press energy down through the palms, a Qi Gong breath practice. Inhale, pull energy up, outer wrists lead the way. Exhale, palms out, elbows bend as you press energy down. One more time, inhale, draw energy up. Exhale, bring the energy down. And then this time we're going to inhale, rise. Exhale, turn the palms out, thumbs point down as we internally rotate the upper arms, interlock at the sacrum, roll your shoulders back, inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, begin to fold. You can bend the knees here as you come into a wide stance, Uttanasana. Crown of the head to the earth as you release the neck, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So deep release here into our neck and shoulder tension, which are directly tied to our emotional stress. Tensing so that the body can relax. Really reach the knuckles toward the sky, drawing those hands far away from the hips. Breathing through the nose. And then inhale, lift halfway. Sweep the fingertips across the side waist as you exhale, coming into Uttanasana in a wide stance. Inhale, look forward, turn your toes out, heels in. Exhale, begin to lower the hips down into yoga squat. Elbows to inner knees, hands in prayer. Squeeze the elbows and knees into each other. Pelvic floor draws in and up strongly. Lift through the heart. Tall through the spine in our yoga squat, Malasana. Smile to the face as you access both hips. Similar to Pigeon Pose, we're tensing through the hips to release layers of emotional blockage. And deep inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift the hips up. Turn the toes in, heels in. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your head halfway. We're going to unweight that left leg, lift the leg high, and step back for a long crescent lunge. So in crescent lunge, we have the knee over the ankle and that right leg. We're high on those left toes, little width between the feet. And we're going to drop the hips low here, lift the heart, lift the head, really accessing a deep stretch into that left frontal hip. And now bring the left knee down to the mat. Find low lunge here. We're going to keep those left toes curled under, but sink the hips forward. So here in low lunge, the knee might go beyond the ankle. We're getting a nice stretch into the right hip, but also especially that left frontal hip. Now plant the left hand down right under the shoulder. Right hand comes to the knee. Pull the belly in. Begin to spiral through the lower torso. You can stay here, or else on inhale, draw the right arm up, coming into a low lunge twist. If you want to go a little farther, you can lift that left knee, come into a high lunge twist. Just feel freedom in the body here. And setting that left knee down, if it was lifted, inhale, draw that right arm over the right ear, and then reach it all the way forward on a diagonal. So we're coming to a deep right hip stretch, pressing forward through that right hand, anchor through the big toe ball mound of the right foot. Try not to lean that right knee out. Hug the knee in. Deep breath. And then bring the right hand back for low lunge. We're going to set up for plank pose. So set your hands, lift the left knee, and then slide that right foot back to meet the left, coming to plank pose, which is always an optional challenge. It's a way that we can build strength throughout the body. Inhale. Exhale, drop it down 1 inch, bending elbows straight back. Inhale. Exhale, drop it down 1 more inch. Deep breath in. And exhale, lowering all the way down onto the belly. Stack the hands, rest the forehead. Release the tops of the feet to the mat. Heels splay out. Pausing here in full body awareness. Let go of any effort. Feeling the heart beating, the lungs breathing, the energy in the body. And then from here, pick the feet up. So we're bending both knees. We're going to inhale and center. Exhale, drop feet to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the left. So move at your own pace, just side to side. The focus here is massaging the low belly, increasing circulation to our digestive system, helping balance our endocrine system. Very good for our reproductive health, helpful for PMS and menopause. So just massaging side to side through the belly region as we tip the feet back and forth. And the next time your feet tip to the left, inhale to center and release the legs. Hands are going to come forward, elbows are going to tuck in for Sphinx Pose. So we have alignment here between shoulder, elbow, and wrist, fingers pointing straight forward, pressing through the outer sides of the feet. Inhale and energetically tug the hands in towards you to lift and lengthen. Finding a deep stretch from pubic bone to collarbone here. Little back bend. Press through those little toe sides of the feet. And inhale, exhale, roll down, hands under the shoulders. And we're going to begin to press through the hands and rise up slowly to tabletop. Let the spine neutralize as you exhale all the way back to child's pose, hips to the heels. And then palms to the mat. Inhale to table. Curl the toes under. Exhale all the way up and back to down dog. Pause for a breath here. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step the right foot forward, then the left. Swing the spine out. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. And from here, unway the right foot, sweep the right leg up behind you. Exhale, bend the left knee, step back for high crescent lunge. Taking a moment to find that position, knee over the ankle, lifting through that right hamstring, sinking low into the hips. And now bring the right knee down, sink the hips down and forward, coming into Anjanayasana. Deep right hip stretch. Plant the right hand under the shoulder, left hand to the knee, pull the belly in as you begin to twist the left. And then roll that left arm up as you extend this twist. An option to lift the right knee. Open through the whole body here. Lower the right knee if it's lifted and inhale, left arm over the ears, and we reach all the way forward on a diagonal. Anchor through that left toe, the big toe ball mound of your left foot. Reaching forward, breathe into that left hip. Squeeze the left knee in toward the midline. And inhale, bring that left hand back to low lunge position. Lift the right knee, inhale, and exhale, step back for plank pose. Deep breath in, and exhale as elbows bend straight back. Just lower with control as slowly as you can go, coming down onto the belly. Releasing to the tops of the feet. Arms are going to come in front of you a little farther this time. We're going to lift into seal pose. Here we're going to weave the left arm under the right. Drop that left shoulder down and anchor the shoulder. Forehead to the mat. And then we're going to begin to walk that right arm out and drop the right shoulder down. So this is not a twist. It's a deep shoulder stretch, trying to come into that left shoulder and neck region. Make sure there's a lot of space between the left shoulder and ear. And drawing the right arm in. On an inhale, press through the right hand. Come back to seal pose. And exhale, right arm weaves under the left, shoulder to the mat, forehead comes down. And then walk the left hand forward as you drop the left shoulder. Deep stretch into right shoulder. And drawing the left hand in. On an inhale, press yourself back up to your back bend. Exhale, roll it down, hand under the shoulders. Inhale, press to table. And exhale to child's pose. Releasing here, pausing in stillness. Deep and permanent healing comes from getting your whole self to relax into life so you can be who you really are and live freely. Amy Scher. And then palms to the mat. Inhale to table. Curl toes under. Exhale, roll yourself up to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot, then the right. Inhale, swing the spine out. Exhale, forward fold. Turn your heels out, toes out on an angle. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, squat. Coming into Malasana one more time. Pelvic floor in and up, squeezing the knees into the elbows. Rocking your weight forward, just reach a hand back to sit down with control. And here we're going to pull into those knees, release the arms, and on a slow descent, using core strength, come onto the back. And then coming down onto the back body here, feet will come wide, knees drop into each other, hands on the belly. Just pausing for a moment. Feeling all the sensation in the body. And then just drop the knees to the right. Arms will splay out in a V. Press to the left foot. Head to the left, away from the knees. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the left. Head to the right. Press to the right foot. Pausing for a breath. And one more time, side to side. Knees to the right. And inhale, center. Knees to the left. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, hug the right knee in as you lower that left leg down. Big squeeze here. Hands behind the right leg. Extend the foot up. For a moment, just roll that right ankle. You can point and flex the foot. Inhale. And then exhale, step your right foot onto left thigh. Left hand grabs that right knee as you roll onto the left side body, coming into a nice star-shaped twist. Right arm will sweep up above you on a diagonal. Head to the right, knee to the left. Big spinal twist. And inhale, head to center, rolling onto the back body. Keep that right foot on the left leg as you lift the left leg all the way up into thread the needle. Hands will interweave behind the thigh or even the shin of the left leg. Keep the right ankle engaged as you press the knee away and draw the left leg in. Accessing the hips one more time. Softening through the whole face here. And inhale, set the left knee down, followed by the right foot. And now inhale, exhale, hug the left knee into the chest and slide the right leg all the way out. Big squeeze into that left abdomen. And then from here, hands behind the left thigh, extend the left leg, roll the ankle a few times, just releasing blood flow down the leg toward the heart. Pointing and flexing that left foot. Inhale and exhale, step left foot under right thigh. Right hand holds that left knee as you roll onto the right side body. Head turns to the left, away from the knee. And you can sweep that left arm up above you on a diagonal. Beautiful star-shaped twist. And inhale, roll onto the back. Lift the right leg up. Left foot stays right where it is, coming in to thread the needle. Interlocking hands around that the right leg. Press the left knee away. Left ankle engaged. Breathe into that left hip. And inhale, set the right foot down, followed by the left. Square the hips and shoulders. And now set up for your Shavasana, finding perhaps your support to go underneath the knees. That'll give you a more ease of relaxation in this pose. Perhaps you'd like a pillow under your head as well. And then an eye pillow, helping your brain come into full relaxation by turning off some of that visual sensory system. And making sure you feel nice and warm, perhaps a blanket over the body or putting on some socks. Making sure you feel fully comfortable here so you can let go of all effort. Walking the shoulder blades in toward the midline, very open through the heart center. Palms turned up, feet splay out. Take a deep breath here. And exhale with release. Pausing in awareness of the thoughts in the mind. Energy in the body. Even the touch points where gravity is holding you securely to the earth. Clothing and air touching the skin. Practicing full awareness. Belly rising and falling. A gentle smile to the face, reassuring the nervous system that all is well in this moment. I can heal. I deserve to heal. I am free. Noticing any thoughts that arise and gently inviting thoughts to pass by. Sweeping the mind clear, coming back to the breath and back to the body again and again. Just this. And of course, choosing to stay in Shavasana as long as you would enjoy. But I'll slowly guide us back to outer awareness. Taking a deep breath in. Complete breath out. As you deepen each inhale, imagine revitalizing energy flowing directly into the center of the body. Flowing out, dissipating to touch every cell in the body. Beginning to wiggle fingers and toes ever so patiently. Squeezing and opening the hands and the feet. Rolling the wrists. Rolling the ankles. And if you have an eye pillow on, setting that aside, but keeping eyes closed. Inhale, take a big full body stretch. Reach the hands up high above you as you point the toes low. Interlock the hands. Exhale, flip palms away from the crown of the head. And little reach side to side. Lengthen through the side body. And inhale here. Exhale, draw both knees into the chest. Big squeeze, perhaps even lifting the head to the knees. Emptying the lungs. And inhale, setting the feet down. Exhale, roll to your right side. Pausing here in right side lying position. Finding stillness for a moment as you feel the breath flow in the left nostril, out the right. Calming circular breath. And now pressing through your left hand, begin to roll the torso up. Head will come up very last. Working to hold awareness as you transition to sitting position. Perhaps finding a blanket to sit on for a moment to close our practice. And intentionally choosing that position of the body, leveling the pelvis, lengthening up through the spine. Roll the shoulders back and down. Perhaps stretching the jaw one more time. Softening the eyes with a gentle smile all throughout the face. And here turning palms up. These open hands signifying a receiving, a soaking in of the healing benefits of our practice today. Feeling the energy shift in the body towards well-being, toward deep healing. Smile knowing that you've offered this micro movement to yourself. Taking a step towards healing. Inhale, prayer hands to the heart. Bow your head as you honor your true self, who you really are. Acknowledging the difficulties, the hurts, the wounds, but smiling knowing that you have the capacity to heal and be well. I deserve to heal. I am free. And inhale, prayer hands rise. Eyes open, smile. Turning the palms out, slow motion exhale, coming all the way back to starting position. Pausing here to take it all in as you adjust to outer awareness. It's such a pleasure to be able to offer these healing practices to others. This is my path to healing in my most favorite way. I truly hope it was beneficial to you all today. So thank you so much. Namaste. I'll just approach the camera and sign off. Thanks everybody for joining me today at Community Yoga for a little mind balance yoga practice. This is energy medicine. We can do it anywhere, anytime, for free, for ourselves. And I truly believe it's probably one of the most important gifts we can give ourselves and probably give the world. Because if we're all working on our own healing path, the world's going to be a much happier and healthier place to be. So thank you everybody. Namaste.